You wrote 2020 marks the first time President Lyndon Johnson's Great Society. Actually, you wrote something that I'm not supposed to be sharing right now. I don't think it's out there yet.
That's right.
Congressman, let me
That's right.
stop. Let me pull back and let me ask you, what should we, the people, be doing right now about this election?
Okay, so I get asked that a lot, so I'm just going to give two or three things that I think are really important. Number one, if you saw something anomalous, something that you thought was fraudulent, something that you're concerned with, you need to contact the hotlines. There's hotlines that have been set up all over the country. Defendthevote.org is Arizona's, and that's the first thing you do. The second thing you do, you need to be proclaiming loudly and longly on social media, any other access that you have about the concerns with this election. I mean, there are so many anomalies. We might get into that. I don't know. But you have to continue to demand that every legal vote be counted and every fraudulent vote be thrown out. Those are two things I think that are just absolutely important from the material point of view. I think the president's going to probably start doing some rallies. I think we want to continue to have rallies. We need to be prepared to step out publicly in any way we can to support the president. And then I think that the one spiritual thing that really has to happen is we've got to continue to pray and trust in God. We have to trust in God because we're fighting with forces that just are trying to steal this election, quite frankly.
Well, when you say that, and this is what I was alluding to, I'm glad you brought that up, because this is not about Republicans and Democrats right now. It sort of kind of is, because it's the Democrats who are trying to perpetuate this, but it's been going on for a long time. And for those of us who prayed for President Trump to win on Tuesday, he did win. It was so overwhelming that it has exposed the fraud that's going on in this country. And so to have the media, to have the corporate America, to have them just push this all the way through and then throw it back in your face, I think is very telling. But the republic, is it fair to say that our republic is on the line with this election?
Absolutely right. And you know what? I mean, just a few quick things. Number one, remember in 2000 they called for Al Gore. They called him President-elect Al Gore for 37 days until it was proven that he wasn't the president-elect. It was George W. Bush. So they're going to continue this narrative. The left, the powers of think they control the universe, are going to continue with that narrative. That is why it's so important that we stand up and say, no, he's not the president-elect. No, you can't steal elections. No, this is the American republic. We elect people. We have to reestablish faith and trust in the electoral system. We don't have that right now, and they are going to continue to push their narrative because they believe that conservatives, not just conservatives, but people who love freedom everywhere, are going to just quietly and mildly Mitt Romney this. Oh, did I say that? I didn't mean
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I meant to say they're going to be milk toast, and that's what they think that we're going to be. But we're not. We're fighters. We believe in the rule of law. We believe that it has to be administered fairly, and that has not happened here. There are cases that are going to be going to the courts. We have people in Arizona alone. I know that there are literally hundreds, if not 1,000 or more affidavits of people coming in saying their vote was canceled. You have all of these things that need to go on. You've got audits of machines that have to be taken place. You have to have, there's recounts going on. This in Pennsylvania is an absolute disaster right now. So to say that this is over with would be just acquiescing to evil, and I don't think we should do that.
You have Congressman Andy Biggs in the center ring of the conservative circus. You know, I know that our audience, the people who love the circus, the people who love you on the circus, if they were here, they would ask you. So I'm going to ask you, does he seem confident? When you're talking to the president, you're talking to the White House, what is the mood?
Well, so I talked to the president for a while Saturday night. Excuse me. He is very confident. He knows that he won. He is a fighter, as you know, and he said, we're going to exercise every option. We're going to fight all the way to make this right. I talk to members of the administration multiple times every day. They are also committed, and I think we, as their supporters, and we who love freedom, need to also be committed that we're going to fight every avenue until either there is no remedy or option left, or the truth comes out and we win. I think that is really what we have to do.
Do you see the Republican legislature here in Arizona working towards that end?
I had a nice conversation with a number of legislators over the weekend, and they seem committed to doing whatever they can to make this thing right as well. I also spoke with county officers who also want to make this right, and I think that's the key. Is nobody is talking about covering up for any flaws or problems or anything like that. They're all talking about making this right and getting this right.